everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning to the channel today here at 323 Fabrication. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon, 1 week before Moultrie, Georgia swap meet. So I hope y'all are excited. I know I am. Gonna get some parts for this old crusty 57 150 two-door sedan that we have, and maybe some parts for this 57 3200 Ole Blue. But that's what this video is about. So this is our 57 3200 series Ole Blue, and he's a long bed, but the bed's kind of crusty. And you know what's cooler than a long bed? You guessed it, a short bed. So I wanted to do the side spare tire mount. I know people don't like that. They like the fenders that are more sleek and no spare tire, but I don't care. I want the spare tire on the side because that is classy to me. And I found a man local to us on Facebook Marketplace. It turns out a few of my buddies know him. He's a big local hot rodder guy, got a junkyard full of stuff. He's got a cool 55 gasser in there as well, some 57 Chevys and stuff. But anyway, he has got a 65 short bed with the fender, with the spare tire mount that goes on the driver's side over here. And he likes to trade and sell and buy and all that stuff. Anyway, so a 65, I believe if I'm telling y'all right, so 55 through 66 uses the same fenders, right? Tailgate, bed sides, and everything. Obviously, it's a short bed, so we're gonna cut, I think, 9 1/4 inches off the frame of Ole Blue, but you know, we weld and fabricate, so that is no problem. But let me turn this camera around so I can show y'all what we're doing. All right, so I got the forklift warming up. I gotta go get the extensions and put them on. This is Ole Blue, he's covered up. We're trying to keep the cab and the front end out of the weather best we can. We still have a pole barn to build over here and haven't done it yet. And that's our 150. But anyway, that's warming up because I gotta get that big international cab down. I'm trading that cab. The front end's decent, it's got a really good hood on it. It's got like the butterfly hood. But anyway, y'all will see it once we get it down. But I'm trading that cab and some cash for that short bed. And now the short bed's in a lot better shape than the bed on Ole Blue. And you know, although the paint doesn't match, it's gonna be cooler to have this truck as a short bed. I like short bed pickups, unless, you know, they're dualies and work trucks. So we're gonna go ahead and do that because I'm getting the bed for a decent deal, and then I won't have the I'll have the fender for the other side that's got the cutout right here for the spare tire, and it's all well and good. The bed is in better shape than this one, the fenders as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It obviously doesn't have a floor in it or anything, but the sides, the front, the tailgate's really nice, and the fenders are both pretty decent with the steps. But it has that big old cutout right here for a spare tire, and I want to run a spare tire on Ole Blue. So that's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and do that, but I'm gonna snatch that down and put it on the ground and show y'all that, because I know you haven't really seen it. You just kind of seen it in pictures or from a distance or whatever. So we'll let y'all check it out, but I'm gonna get this thing ready and then we're gonna pull it down. It's our old diesel Rotson. Got one of my extensions on. They don't fit the best, but they do the job. But I wanted to show y'all something. I was coming in here to get this and I was like, hey, I'm gonna show y'all something cool. So this is my dad's 86 S10. You've probably seen it in the background on the channel. He bought this truck new and has always wanted to put a V8 in it. So we're putting the 383 and the Muncie out of my 64 Chevy 2 gasser in this truck one of these days. But I ran across a dude on Marketplace with this brand new 4-inch steel cowl hood, bolt-on cowl hood. And now it's popped open right now because we had the battery unhooked. But like, how killer is that thing on this truck? The Corvette rally wheels. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. So I'm gonna grab this thing, throw it on the forklift. Crusty GTO. So this is that cab. It's not, I don't know what year it is in all honesty. It's an international R190 series. There's some kind of leftover sticker. It's got really cool cab lights though. Those are pretty killer. Little horns up there. But it's beat up. You know, this is the air intake, like for, you know, getting air in the cab. It's a cool truck at one point. It's a big truck though. I do love those cab lights, but it's rough. It's just a rough old cab. There's the shifter and the, I don't know, they had a 2-speed rear end. I got the door wired shut so it wouldn't blow open up there. Wow, that says 393 City of Elba delivery license. Well, it's going back to Elba, which is pretty cool. But y'all see this thing? Old gauges, there's the tack, air, speedo, oil, all that stuff. Get over here, it's got some other stickers and whatnot. Ain't got much in the way of a floor in it. All kinds of stuff. But it's a cool old cab, you know, there's some wasp in there. There's the radiator and the core support. And this is the fenders and the hood. The hood's pretty decent. We just got it. You literally see all the mechanics wire and screws and stuff. It's a pallet of hot tubs come on. We got a pool company right down the street sells hot tubs, and I go down there and ask them, and they'll give me pallets. And I just did this so we could literally set it up there and look at it just because it was cool. But this thing was gonna get crushed, and I hated to see it go to waste. I love that. That's cool. But so we saved it, and then, you know, obviously you see. Now we're gonna trade it off onto a new home. Oh, we got this one wired shut too. Airlines. The man we're going to see has actually got a white Mustang, which is, you know, it's a cab like this and it's the same color, but it's got this cool like half moon window and a way different looking front end. And it's got some cool stuff in it. But guys, that's what we got going on. So we'll load this in the morning and then go get us a short bed for this truck. And that's kind of the plan. He does have another YouTube channel that's been filming out there. It's called What the Rust. I suggest y'all go and check it out. They took a old round track Chevelle and got it running, and a couple other cars he's got. So I don't think we're gonna be able to film out there. He doesn't really want me doing any filming until they're done, because you know, we don't want to step on anybody's toes or anything like that. But I'm really excited to get the short bed, and he has got a hood. Now it's a 55 or 56 hood because it doesn't have the ribs running down it like a 57 truck hood does, but it has got to have 150 hand louvers stamped in it, and it is so cool. So I'm gonna see if I can work a deal on it too, because why not? You know, it's kind of hot rodding, so we'll see. I don't know, you know, kind of depends on what it's going to cost me, but I do want it because it's obviously really neat. So we'll see y'all in the morning. Loaded up. I tried to turn the front end the other way so it'd look cooler going down the road, but the pallet's wider than the trailer, and you know, I still want it to be fairly easy to unload, which is why the cab's at the back. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe just hook a chain to it and get it lined up with the ramps and pull the trailer out from under the stuff. I'm not real sure, but it is on there, and we are fitting ahead to Elba. Well, we made it back. I didn't film there. Wanted to be respectful. For sure, but hopefully we'll get to go back and film one day. I did not make a deal on the hood. I tried to, but he's got a like 55, 56 school bus he wants to put it on, so I can appreciate that. He did say though, I get first dibs at it if he ever does decide to part with it or he doesn't do anything with it, so he will let me know. And I told him what I do is when Ole Blue was running, I'd just show up down there without a hood on it. Maybe we work something out then. But I'm in the shop grabbing some PPE. We're finna go cut the bed, the old bed off Ole Blue. All them old bolts that ain't got no heads on them. We just gonna cut everything, pull that bed off, set the short bed on it. We'll go out there and check it out in a second. But I wanted to show you all this. I'm super excited. I got some small things from him while I was down there. This is a really cool Pontiac clock. It's like in a little standalone gauge bezel deal. It's got a blue face on the back of it. It says Made in USA at the top and jeweled. It's in super good shape. I mean, it needs to be cleaned, but I really thought this was neat, so I grabbed this. I also got this awesome tack. I love sweeper tacks. It says Dixco, I guess. Anyway, it's chrome's in pretty good shape. You know, there's no wires out of it, so I don't know if they've been pushed back inside or what. But I love sweeper tacks. Thought that was a really cool piece, so got that as well. Got this little gauge bezel to put under the dash of something. It's old, it's aluminum, neat looking. Got this gas cap for some reason. I don't know why, if it's off a motorcycle or what. But it's spring loaded. You push the button on top right there to open it. And then it's also keyed. I just thought it was neat. I like junk, so I bought that too. And then we found this old Wyand blower plate. That's a blow-off plate to go on a blower intake manifold. Dad's Hemi intake manifold's got one as well. It's right there. But I just thought it was cool. I'm going to clean it up and hang it on the wall. So I grabbed some small stuff. But, oh, and I got some 57 parts for the two-door sedan. So we'll go out there and check all that out. But I wanted to show you all this stuff because I love this kind of junk. So let's go. Alright, so we got some stuff, some tools out here. I fired up the old Miller weld machine. We're going to cut the bolts off of this thing, get this off of Ole Blue. This bed's pretty rough. You can see the steps are kind of falling off of it. You can see that in there. Do have a brand new long bed step for the passenger side, but I got a better deal on the short bed than I would have on just buying the fender for the full size spare. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do, and I wanted that. So I got the whole bed for less than I would have bought one fender for, and this bed's really pretty rough. And that bed's not great, but it's in better shape than this one. So that's what we got going on. Pops is rolling up our straps. Then we scored. So here's the bed, right? It's got some rust. I mean, it ain't perfect by no means, but it's not terrible either. It's got pretty good tailgate on it. It's got some rust, but I mean, what doesn't, right? But check this out. Spare tire mount. That's cool. So that's, you know, this is the fender I wanted for that bed, but got a whole short bed that's in better shape for less than the fender cost. So that's the plan. We'll just chop the frame on Ole Blue, leave the 3200 badges on it, and make it a short bed. But this is cool too. I'm excited about this. I needed a grill bar that wasn't broke for the 57 150 sedan, two-door sedan. And this is a gold grill. Now it's been up a little bit, but we'll straighten it out. The grill that I do have is in a whole lot worse shape than this, and my grill bar is like 3 separate pieces. So pretty stoked about that. Got that as well. And then I'm gonna go back and get a little bit more 57 trim for the car. But that was a good find for sure. Check it out. There's our grill bar, 3 pieces, although the chrome's better on it, but I don't really care. The pitting doesn't bother me. We got a 1-piece grill bar now and a gold grill, which I think the grill that I have is gold, but you know, whatever, I don't care. This one's gonna be easier to straighten up and fix, so there we go. That's what we needed for the old 57 150. So that was a good score. Went ahead and broke it down, took the inner fender piece and everything apart. That piece is still good. It's worth saving too, just in case we need it. That's what we needed. to see it. There's the bed. You can see it's pretty rotten around the fenders and all. And then it's rotting all this up front. So I probably had to replace all them braces. There's one good piece of wood left. But there's the old bed off of Ole Blue. Got it took off. Go here and show you what this looks like. Frame's nice and solid. Got some mud caked on it. It probably had a little bit of an Earl leak, but check these shocks out, y'all. They look like drill bits. I thought that was really neat looking. But whole frame's in good shape. Of course, we're gonna save the rear, you know, original bumper and hitch and everything. Just move that stuff forward. So I can't remember the numbers, but I know you cut like 9 1/4 out up there. And you know, when the time comes, I'll show you how to do all that. And then we'll plate it, and then you got to cut, I want to say 5 inches off the back. I can't remember, but it don't matter. We're gonna set this bed up here and see what it looks like. There's just some old crusty blue paint. I love it. I love it. Gonna get it covered up. Uh-oh, Dad's gonna do some cleaning. Get some of the dirt dabblers off. Check it out. Ole Blue's got a little bit of a bumper gap. See, that'll be closer. That's about the amount you gotta cut off the back. This ain't perfect, but it's pretty close to being centered. And then you can see what we gotta do with the cab. I mean, that's a iPhone something or another. Yeah, that's probably 8 inches or so. But it's on there. Got us a short bed. Oh, I gotta go get the wheel. I gotta go get the wheel put up there.
Only got one stud.
Only got one stud. I bought the whole bed for that.
I know.
Well, my goodness.
Should have counted your studs.
Oh my goodness. You think we can get a refund?
I think we grind off wheel another one though.
Yeah, there's well some old bolts on there.
Yeah.
What you think?
You can even build you a couple of hood pins so that you just use them to snap on.
Yeah, that'll work. I like it.
I like it.
I do. You can see what color this bed used to be. Somebody painted it black with the two-tone white racing stripe deal on the fenders, but you can see like a teal almost down there.
Yeah, a real light baby blue. You can see it on the front of on the back of the
Oh yeah, the headboard or whatever it is. Just open. Oh my gosh, we bought a bed the tailgate don't work on.
It's twisted over here. You need to untwist this. See how that's twisted?
Mm-hmm. We'll work on it real quick. Yeah, it probably needs the little pieces replaced on it. It'll work though.
Yeah. There you go.
Functional tailgate. Got us a short bed. Now we just gotta chop the frame, build a motor, and build a transmission, and get a rear end, and all that fun stuff. Brakes? Do we need those? There you go, boys and girls. Oh, I don't know if I showed you. Let me go show you real quick. I took that 57 front end stuff apart, and there's our new grill and grill bar. So, all right, thank you. There's the hardware. That's what he's talking about. So I'm thinking, guys, y'all tell me here. So we were gonna name this car Project Y. You know what I mean? Just kind of like knockoff crusty poor boy version of Project X, but I'm kind of thinking naming the car Spare Parts, because that's kind of what it is. It's a bunch of leftover spare parts thrown together, and it'll make a whole lot more sense when it's got two different color fenders on the front of it, doors that they match but they're different colors in the car, and a different color trunk lid, and all this other leftover stuff we're gathering up. But let me know what you think about it. But there you go. Super excited about that. That's awesome. So anyway, look, it's hot and it looks like it's gonna rain, and I'm tired, and we're finna call it a day. But it's been a good day. Got some junk, you know, that's what we needed, was some more junk. But we do have a short bed with spare tire mount, and I like the spare tire on the outside of the fender. And we're gonna probably do a fuel cell or something under the bed, leave the tank out of the cab, you know, put a couple of speakers in there or something. I am gonna leave the gun rack in there though, because that's important. So anyway, that was some thunder. It's supposed to storm here, but we avoided the rain almost all day. I went and bought a brand new pair of wiper blades for that Dodge this morning. They were $50. That's crazy. $50 for a pair of wiper blades. Anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in the channel. We are this close to having 2,000 subscribers, and I want to thank y'all for that. And appreciate all the support. I really do. And if you like what we're doing, throw a like on there. Tell your friends about it. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy crusty stuff like this, then subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, y'all be blessed.